What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of Real Estate Podcast, episode 316. I'm Eric Griffin.
Here with Trav.
And we're sharing the last bit of superstar power without it.
Can you three-way the superstar?
I mean, they two-weighted.
Grab a point, dude.
Well, we got 2 extra points then. We want to call
pick
in
some
some
people
favors. Yeah. DK. Mario, baby.
Loved it.
Dude, like, the Sonic movie came out, super surprised about the Sonic movie, Then you get like Uncharted and Mortal Kombat and you're like, meh, like they're not bad, they're just not good. You know what I mean? Like
This movie kicked that blue-haired fuck in the dick.
Yeah, I mean, and I agree with that. Like, I'm glad that they decided to go the route, even though that they kind of like had the real world, quote unquote, in there, that they decided to keep everything like CGI. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy they leaned into that. And it would be kind of cool, like in the future, like if they go to different worlds, then maybe they cross over into the quote unquote real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just for a second, just for a split second. Here's my biggest question. Why the fuck was everybody pissed because Chris Pratt was doing Mario's? I thought he did a perfect job.
He did a great job. I like how the commercial too, like when it starts.
Super exaggerated.
Yeah. Well, then the one guy that had the Mario guy in there.
Yeah, the original Jumpman guy. Yeah.
That was like, that's fucking dude.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it was just a commercial.
I
Dude,
mean,
when they were on their way to their first job.
Oh my God.
And we were straight side scroller.
Yeah.
You know? I like how they kept doing that. It's like the movie went like over the years.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, it was well executed in like every way possible. And there's only one negative to this movie, right?
Was it too short?
It was too short, man.
Was it like an hour and a half?
Yeah. They could have easily got 3 hours out of this.
Yeah,
I would have been,
calm down now. I thought maybe 2.5, but 3? I could do 3.
They brought the Babylon guy in to write this shit. We're going 3.5, baby.
That probably helped it though, because it's like just throw all the good shit at them.
Yeah, right.
No chuffa.
It was well executed. It was well acted. Like everybody that was like that did a voice and everything killed it. And I really like, the whole Luigi, him getting captured, him having the whole like scared, Luigi's Mansion moments and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like that was super cool.
Very clever.
Yeah, very, very clever. That little blue thing.
His ringtone was the GameCube startup music.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, this is cool as fuck.
That you talking about the little blue thing that was like, death, finally.
Sweet
I
embrace.
can't remember the shit it was saying, but it was like,
yeah, it's like, whoa, this is.
Was it fresh meat for the meat grinder? So it said something like that. I was like, what? Funny, dude.
Loved how it would cut to the penguins, and like by the end of the movie, they're just like, please shut up. Like,
he's like, sweet release. And then what was that? Donkey Kong?
Oh, Donkey Kong.
Awesome.
Even with Rogan doing the voice, it was awesome.
Giving us the tour of Donkey Kong Country to take me on was a good little montage.
Yeah, that was very well done. I love the way they did Bowser.
Yeah, Jack Black killed me, dude.
Peaches, 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 peach. It's like,
you know who I am.
Yeah,
You're
him
so
being
cool.
And she got feelings for it, dude. It was so fucking perfect, man. I loved it so much because, like, you never really see, like, in the newest Mario game, that's kind of how the game starts, is like Bowser and Peach's wedding. He's like, he's got her and they're doing the wedding and all this stuff. And I'm kind of glad that they leaned into it in that way, but like them approaching it from the aspect of like, well, he's in love with her. Of course,
makes sense.
Yeah, it was brilliant, dude.
Yeah,
Him in
dude.
there him in there with that fucking Koopa that was dressed up as a female, dude, I was
Yeah.
fucking losing my mind.
Oh, how
When he
they
first runs into Toad,
they
he's got the stick and he's like, "Ha!"
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cool.
when they go to see Peach for the first time, and the guards at the door, you know, they
Yeah.
say the classic line and everything, but then it cuts to Toad. He's like, these people are talking to you funny, and he holds up the pan, and I don't like it, and he's
Yeah.
like. Then he just sits down and starts cooking in front of him. He's like,
Yeah.
"What you guys want, man? I'll fucking hook y'all up some snacks
Throwing
and stuff." And he's
mushrooms
like,
in there.
"Yeah." He's like, "Mario, go, man. I got this taken care of. Get the fuck out of here." Like,
It was I want more. Like, that's it. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
more. I need more in my life because it was so well done, so witty, fast, the whole Mario Kart sequence. I
Yeah.
mean that was
dude,
genius. You know what I mean?
I thought that Iron Man made me sick of AC/DC. But when they start building their carts to Thunderstruck, I'm sitting there like, I'm hot, man.
Yeah.
I'm along for it. Here we go, guys.
That was cool.
I
And
love how
I thought it was cool personally, man, because like that whole sequence made me think of UG because I remember throughout the years, dude, Donkey Kong was your guy on Mario Kart when we'd play. And just the idea that the Mario Kart like that, like the Kongs were the ones that were behind the Mario Karts. So I was just like, dude, that whole sequence was tailored for Adam, in my opinion. And I don't know, this movie was memory lane, nostalgia, fan service. Like it's in the best way possible, and it was crafted around like just a good family movie.
yeah.
You know why I always pick Donkey Kong? Because somebody else would always pick Yoshi first. For some reason, he just felt faster.
Yeah,
And Donkey
right.
Kong would feel slow, but if you could handle those corners,
Yeah.
wow, 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 you know?
The Mario Kart sequence was like the way that they did the blue shell and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was super badass, man.
Backing up a little bit to earlier in the movie, I like that essentially Peach, like it kind of got meta. Peach taught Mario how to play Mario.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
The
yeah,
obstacle course.
Yeah, and you got to see it over it, like all the failures, like it embodied the gamer's perspective of playing Mario when you were a kid. You died over and over, like whenever, even the whole part when they're traversing through the city. And I know this has nothing to do with the Peach sequence, but when he was going through the tubes and he'd come out and it's the wrong one, and then finally it zooms out
Yeah.
and you see the whole level, and he's just like, "Oh, give me a break!"
yeah.
Like, just all those little things, man.
They did a great job.
Yes, they did.
Really.
Whoever animated that water needs a pat on the back, because like I don't know, I noticed that the water was like very, very crisp in the movie, but the animation itself was like insane. Like I haven't seen this level of TLC put to a CG movie.
Yeah. No,
Like,
not like that.
because don't get me wrong, I know Illumination's whole thing is like their big gem is like the Minions and the Despicable Me stuff and everything. But this, like the Super Mario movie, I think has given them like it's put them up there in Pixar caliber now.
Yeah, for sure. Just the little details like the way that their clothing looked,
Hmm.
especially Mario and Luigi's clothing, like the way that all that stuff looked, it just added more to it. They could have just went in there and it's like, okay, we're gonna make it look like blue denim and that's it. But no, they added like a texture to it, and
Yeah.
you could see it, and like with the shirt and the hat and everything, it was just so incredibly well animated and well done. And the like, it felt like you were experiencing a Mario game,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that's hard to that's hard to do. Like it's hard to put to immerse someone in a movie where it's like, okay, I could easily see, like them running through the city, like Trav was talking about, and hitting the different pipes and stuff. Like, if that's how a lot of the modern Mario games feel, and they captured that spirit to a T.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Dude, when he showed up at the end and saved Luigi.
I mean, yeah,
This whole time Luigi's scared. Like when they were running through the city and he's like pulling everything down so he can come to.
yeah,
Because
Well, I mean, and what I thought was cool, one of the little like wholesome moments is there at the end when they're fighting over the superstar. Bowser shoots the flame at Mario, and player 2 comes in, dude. Luigi holds up Captain America's the damn sewer thing,
yeah,
saves him in just enough time. Like he wasn't just the butt of the joke the whole movie. Like everyone, because Luigi's always,
yeah,
he's the comedic relief to it. I mean, it's all funny, but when you think about it in terms of, everybody, you're player 1, you're Mario. Player 2 kind of always gets kind of left behind and forgotten about, but they always come in clutch to clear the level.
yeah.
unless you're Tails.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
think there will
Tails.
be another one. I didn't even see that. Did y'all see the post credit Yoshi thing?
I did.
I didn't see
No.
that one. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I saw
had
the
no
one with
idea.
Bowser and I was like, ain't no way there's gonna be another one. You saw him singing in that cage, right? He's like, do you know who
Yeah.
I am? It was like, it's fucking funny. So apparently there was, you just see an egg and it hatches and you hear Yoshi roar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the post credit scene. But what I was gonna say is that it's gonna get another movie
for
because
sure.
it's about to hit $1.3 billion.
I was gonna say that's the bottom
it's-
line because $1 billion said
Yeah,
so.
and its budget was only $100 million. So
I mean,
it's gonna get
Talk about
another one. It might
Talk
get
about
3.
stretching a dollar, man.
Yeah. What's that, John Leguizamo?
yeah, I know, right?
Now
Nobody's gonna watch it.
that was one. Well, speaking of John Leguizamo, though, I hate that he has so much shit to talk about it.
Yeah. He's been
When
talking a lot of shit here lately.
when the basis of this movie and the way they chose to craft their origin story,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same concept as their movie.
Yeah,
And it paid its respect to it
Yeah,
Yeah.
it paid
over and over again. It did it like
in droves.
I mean,
I really, you can tell Miyamoto sat there and was like, I want like the studio was like, all right, so Miyamoto, what parts of the Mario universe are you comfortable with us putting into the movie? And he goes, all of it.
yeah. Put it all in there. Make it good. So good.
what was it he
man.
got mad about?
Because they didn't cast enough Italian American
Yeah, but he's-
voice actors.
He's
He's
from
Hispanic,
Colombia.
right? Yeah, like
He's not
so,
Italian.
I
I
mean,
actually just looked it up. He's not. Oh,
Yeah.
little
He-
boy
he-
Blue. He needed the money,
Well, he hopped on that Chris Pratt
Yeah.
bandwagon thing, and that's the thing. Like, people were saying stuff about Chris Pratt, and it's like, okay, well, then why is nobody saying
But-
anything about Charlie Day?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's weird
Well,
because
Here-
he's
well, you know why they go after him. Come on. let's-
Mhm.
But here's
Now-
the thing. Like the people in Hollywood, it's almost like they're jealous that he's getting all this work. I don't know what it is. Like, because it's not fans.
no,
Obviously, the movie just made $1 billion. I mean,
Yeah,
I like
right.
him in everything I've seen him in, even that fucking
Yeah,
action
he's
flick.
he's just got a damn good agent.
Well, he's got a good
Uh,
agent, and he's got good perform. I
oh,
mean,
I mean, yeah, that goes without saying. I mean, go watch an episode of Parks and Rec,
Oh,
then
well,
go watch 10 minutes of Guardians of the Galaxy with
yeah.
one of his
Well,
scenes,
that one
and
where
then
the
go watch
opening
the
shot where he
Terminal
comes
List.
dancing in as Star Lord.
yeah,
Yeah,
Instant, I was like, oh, this is awesome.
yeah,
But when the movie started and you hear him doing the commercial, I was like, oh, they went with that. Because
yeah,
you never really hear Mario talk
yeah.
in any
well,
of the TV spots.
let's really think about it though, man. Like, do you really think you as an audience goer could sit through an hour and a half of Mario sounding like he does when he jumps, like "Let's go"?
Yeah.
No.
Could you really see that giving dialogue?
Well, and look at the other extreme of it. Could you legitimately sit there and let Tony Soprano be the voice of Mario and
He's
not
like,
get
Tony fucking
taken out
Soprano,
of
you
it?
know?
Yeah,
He's
like
fucking
getting
ducks.
taken out of the experience. You know what I mean? Like you can't fully lean into the Italian American like
No.
stereotypical thing by any stretch of the imagination because like not only are some people going to find it offensive, but also it's it's not a Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah. It's
You
a
know what I
it's
mean?
fictional characters.
I-
Dude, when he went
Yeah,
home, though, that's
yeah,
Italian, you know?
yeah. Sebastian
It
was
was
out there
like,
like
yeah.
Mario.
Hey,
I
Mario,
loved how
saw your commercial, you know?
I love how he hates mushrooms, man.
Yeah, that was
That was
awesome.
a funny joke. Ongoing
Um,
bits. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
oh, dude, I mean, like the fact that when he does the whole, I'm gonna go to my room, and then it cuts to him, he's playing Kid Icarus on the NES,
Yeah, just so
and
well done.
all the musical like little bits and nods all throughout, like you know, I
Yeah,
know that like with considering most of the movie makers right now that are making these big IP films are folks, a lot of the teams are people that are our age, but like very there's only a handful of times I can say that like when I'm watching something like I legitimately get taken back like I'm a kid I'm literally a fucking kid again,
yeah,
this is easily one of
Oh,
them.
yeah, dude.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was so great, man. It was incredibly well done, and I'm excited for more, man.
Well, I think with the success, because, Nintendo tried to make some movies before, didn't go over so well.
Yeah,
Last Mario movie. I mean, it's a cult classic, but,
yeah,
didn't do well at the time. Animation's there, you know?
yes, yeah.
But I think we're gonna get some more Nintendo movies.
I
I
mean,
think we're gonna get a Zelda movie, dude.
dude, they could easily do
Well,
they could do a
remember they
Star
talked about it.
Fox. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
dude, what about Super Smash Brothers,
yeah. Like
where
what
they all come together and it's a big game, and
Yeah,
you know,
they do it. They riff on Mortal Kombat a little bit, like that.
yeah,
They change it up a little bit and riff on that. Like I don't know, like
those
that.
I
characters
There's
could
some.
mean,
show up. Like, there's all this stuff they could do. Like,
dude, they could with the way Illuminate if like let's just say they chose Illumination as the company to do the Zelda movie.
Yeah,
With the level of detail they put
yeah,
into the Mario movie, I'm sold, man.
yeah. That would, in my opinion, need to be longer.
for
Uh,
sure.
oh, that needs to be a good 2-hour movie,
Yeah,
part one.
But
yeah,
with the money,
Um,
they made $1 billion, dude. They're going fucking. It's like,
now
oh,
now I know that we're talking about the more bright, colorful, despite some of the more grim aspects of Zelda. Those two games are very colorful, very bright, all of that. My thing is, man, you could make a hell of a Metroid movie.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah,
Jesus. Like,
yeah. I mean, and it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, they could flesh out a Metroid script and in no time. Like it would be impressive. And it would be like they could imagine if they had like all of the backgrounds and all of the locations be like super like low key, kind of dark, not very vibrant, but the enemies that she's fighting, the bosses that you fight, like have them be these like pinnacles of like color and vibrancy in the world. Like they could do some really cool stuff.
Dude. And think about this. What if Metroid could start the tent pole film to kickstart the Smash Brothers plot thread and have it to where she fights throughout the games and everything, and at the end you find out that somehow the aliens are somehow were created by the Master Hand, like it was his first little spit at the fucking universe or something, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Mario goes up there though with Avatar 2, Top Gun Maverick, Spider Man No Way From Home. They all made $1 billion after the pandemic.
good for them. They all deserved it
Well, like, dude,
too.
even that new Fast X movie it's made less than 400 million,
Yeah.
which is
Ev-
crazy.
Everybody's
'Cause-
saying it's a
Well,
banger though.
if you don't
I'm
care,
sure it
name
is.
off those movies again, Adam.
Of course, Avatar 2 because it actually made 2 billion, but Avatar 2, No Way Home, Top Gun Maverick, Mario.
So I know we
They're all
haven't
billion
watched
dollar films.
I know we haven't watched Avatar 2 yet, and
Yeah.
that's to be decided. But I'm gonna assume, considering the other ones have this thread, it seems to me that the fun factor of a movie is so it's the driving force
Well,
right now.
dude, Top Gun was. I wish I would have went to the theater and
Those are
watched it.
those are fun. Those were fun
That's how
movies to
good it was.
watch.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them on that list.
Yeah.
They all, and I know like none of them were really original. They were all a sequel or some sort of thing, you know. But also another check mark that they all hit too is they respect what they were doing, like the
Yeah.
source that they were doing.
Yeah. Agreed. Put some respect on my name. I'm giving it a full stop. I'm giving it the coveted real estate invincibility star. That's what I'm giving it.
Oh yeah, full star.
I
I,
give
I,
it I give it a full golden mushroom.
I just want more, man. They could turn around off of this and do like Donkey Kong, Diddy, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Would have
Diddy
loved
Kong
it.
Racing.
Yeah,
I
could do a Mario Kart and just be like them racing against one another, and like they could legitimately set up to do a Mario Kart movie like in 3 or 4 years and have you know f- uh F- Fox that and Zelda and
Yeah.
Donkey Kong and Bowser's there. He's trying to win Peach back.
Yeah,
Like,
well, you could even have
dude,
Bowser because like his
and
army's gone. It's just him.
dude,
yeah,
and man, if they don't take the opportunity to riff on Fast and the Furious,
yeah, family, dude.
dude, yeah,
When
for
he tells
real,
Luigi
like make
that
that a joke. Yeah, he's like, yeah,
family,
he looks at, yeah,
and he's like
and have
family.
Vin Diesel just randomly voice a character, like just to insult the injury, but
I mean,
whatever.
he could voice Captain Falcon for sure.
I
Bring
I will say this though, I'm jealous, man. Uh, because I wish this had been the movie that came out uh whenever the kids were little, because
yeah.
having this movie played on repeat all day, while it would get equally boring, I don't think it. I mean, I don't know. I think there's a fighting chance I wouldn't care. I'd find myself sitting down and
Yeah,
watching
you'd
it
finish it.
because for me, the movie I had to endure was Cars.
Mm. Life is
And
a highway.
Lightning McQueen.
I watched that. I
Ooh,
watched.
I can
I
only
watched
handle
him.
Mater so much.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not even half of it, dude. I've watched that motherfucker repave that damn road so many times.
Oh man.
Anyway, but no, like I wish this like, you know,
When you hear life is a highway, you start getting like morning sickness. You get like a little
PTSD.
fever. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
well,
gotta sit down.
I have a remedy for that, and it's because something already beat me to the punch on that song. When I hear that, I always imagine Michael Scott moving in that
Okay.
U-Haul with the guys and he's singing it, you know?
Yeah.
Go to your happy place. I want more, man. And I think off of the success of this, as long as they like keep their heads on straight, they could tackle any Nintendo property and knock it out of the
And honestly, man, they could take the games route, dude, because ultimately all the Mario games were always the same concept.
Yeah.
You roll up, go through the worlds, save the princess. They could literally just copy and paste this movie and just keep working it in different angles and it's going to make the money. Like it doesn't have to like they could tell us, they could have it to, Bowser gets out. This time he gets to have this reference to the game with him and they got to go get these referenced characters. They could just keep doing that. And I think that if they kept the quality of the writing like they did with this movie on par, they could rehash that idea at least 2 more times.
Yeah. Well, and I want to hit on this real quick. And for anybody that may be listening or whatever, like just bear with me for a second here. How relieving was it that they made Peach a strong female character that had her own independent storyline where did she need saving? Did she not need saving? It didn't matter because it was so well crafted,
Yeah.
right? And that is a hats off moment, in my opinion. It didn't feel preachy. It didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't throw
Mhm.
these little jabs out there where it's like, I'm a strong independent.
Yeah.
You
Who
know, I
needs
don't
a
need no.
man?
Yeah, it was just so well written and so well made that they didn't have
And
to do that.
well, like Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy did a good job at the performance.
Yes. She's a
Um,
Thought I
sweetheart, dude.
recognized that voice.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was her.
yeah. She's
A
anyway.
peach.
Yeah, she's a peach.
well,
Oh,
I
peaches.
mean, dude, just like we could sit and do a whole episode just like picking all the references apart, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed the part where they were in the the fire flower field
Oh yeah, that was cool.
and they're talking and they have that little moment and she's like there's a whole universe out there and I'm like dude like Mario Galaxy reference holy like
Yeah, yeah.
just little dumb stuff like that like there's stuff that's they could have done without and it wouldn't have changed the scene but just the fact that they were paralleling a decent little family story with all the fan
Nostalgia.
service you could possibly ask for. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But Mario is not a very hard thing to adapt if you think about it.
No.
I think the problem with the early film is they overthought it, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, we need to revisit that original film.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed that as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
think that is why I don't have a
I like to
problem
watch
with.
it on Blu-ray.
Arguably, I would say that movie is probably the reason why I don't have a problem with grim dark depictions of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like on a kid level, like you would say that's kind of grim dark Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Like it was still fun and had the whole everybody get up on the floor, do the dinosaur bullshit, but like
90s.
yeah, you could have replaced Bob Hopkins with fucking Peter Weller and it would have probably been more ridiculous, you know? Dead or alive, you're coming with me, Bowser.
But yeah, man, it was great. Very well done.
Can't wait for the arrival the arrival of Yoshi in the next movie.
Yeah, right.
Another
Yoshi.
another cool detail I liked was speaking of Yoshi, the baby Mario and baby Luigi.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, that's a cool little touch they did, and like keeping them animated, even like on that level.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And I mean, like the even though it's not the highlight of the movie, it's still one of the biggest points in the movie. When they're winning over when he's fighting Donkey Kong, it turns into the original Mario having to play out.
Are you
Yeah.
not entertained?
Like, yeah, I just just being able to just be a love letter to Mario and all the decades that he's been around now. It's a good,
Yeah.
as an adult watching it, I appreciate that a lot,
Oh yeah. But we got a little bit of movie news. Y'all wanna hit on this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So Half Baked 2 is getting an official title, R rating, and is aiming for a 2023 release.
Can
So it
Brewer
says,
pull this off at his age?
I don't know. So the long-awaited sequel to the 98 stoner comedy cult hit Half Baked has at last been given an official title alongside an R rating. According to filmratings.com, Half Baked 2 will go by the fun title Half Baked Totally High and has been rated R for drug use throughout, sexual content, language, graphic nudity, and some violence. So pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a follow-up to the Dave Chappelle and Jim Brewer led comedy, apart from the maybe the violence. First announced in 2019, Half Baked Totally High will be something of a legacy sequel to the beloved Stoner outing, rather than bringing back original stars Dave Chappelle and Jim Brewer as Thurgood Jenkins, aka Sir Smoke-A-Lot, and Brian, respectively. Half Baked Totally High will instead follow the exploits of Sir Smoke-A-Lot's son,
Dropping it.
Junior, and his best friend Miles and Corey. The new gang are trying to figure out how to get the money to bury their friend Bruce, who died from smoking the most powerful joint in the world. Directed by Michael Titties and written by Justin Hires. Half Baked Totally High is set to star the Maze Runner actor Dexter Darden as Junior, alongside Moses Storm as Miles, Ramona Young as Corey, and Joel Courtney as Bruce. The rest of the supporting cast includes Ash Santos, David Koechner, Rafael Castello, and Justin Miles, with Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz and comedian Jeff Ross set to feature in special appearances. While
Michael
Half Baked
who?
Sick,
No.
Michael Titties, that's his name. Michael Tides. While the Half Baked sequel, dude, you can't have a last name like that and not get the titties joke. You know what I mean? It's missing one letter, okay? While the Half Baked sequel will not bring back either Dave Chappelle or Jim Brewer, it will see the return of the original stars Harlan Williams and Rachel True as Kenny Davis and Mary Jane.
What'd you say about Brewer, Trav? You said could he still do it?
Yeah.
Have you seen him like making the podcast rounds? And I think he has his own podcast. Still does stand up. I mean,
Oh, I mean, no.
He
I'm saying
just like
he's still hilarious. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like
well. Now
his delivery.
here's the thing, though. Like,
but
also we're
just-
going from whatever year that came out. Remember how Dave Chappelle used to look and sound?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't quite sound like that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, 250 pounds bigger. Like, he's
Well, they're not going to
swole.
be in it, right?
They're not going to be in it at all. It said they were going to be in it.
Says the Half Baked sequel will not bring back either Dave Chappelle or Jim
Oh.
Brewer. It will see the return of original stars
So it's a
Harlan
new
Williams
movie.
and Rachel True. It's a legacy
It's like the
sequel.
Jesus Rolls movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically.
I hope if anything, it gets more people to want to watch the original one because that
Yeah.
movie is a gem.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if Chappelle and Brewer and the rest of the guys are not attached,
Yeah,
it's
you're
kind
gonna
of
need a little
hard.
more than just Harlan Williams, you know?
Yeah, I know,
Like,
right?
fucking,
Yeah.
he like, I mean, he like
Oh,
whisper talks, like,
Yeah.
you boys been doing a little drinking? But Michael Titties did like a haunted house 2, a haunted house,
Ah,
naked. So,
they
bunch of Wayne's
they
films.
they could have brought back Scarface though. You know, he was one of my
Yeah,
favorite
yo,
characters.
bitch, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, I'm out. But yeah, I just wanted to hit on that. Like, so the Half Baked sequel is coming out, but it's not going to be a sequel. They could literally call it anything else,
Yeah.
and it just be
Might
a
as well
movie.
just be a reboot at this point. I mean,
Yeah, right. I mean, 98 to 2023. I mean, come on. Next up here, Jason Momoa Minecraft movie adds What We Do in the Shadows star Matt Berry.
incredible.
I mean,
yes, I'm already sold.
So Matt Berry is now in talks to join Aquaman star Jason Momoa in the upcoming adaptation of the hugely popular video game Minecraft. As per a report by Deadline, Berry has now entered negotiations to join the project alongside Momoa. And while details of his role remain unknown at this time, the idea of Berry and Momoa working together is certainly an intriguing one. We know who Matt Berry is, of course. The Minecraft movie remains largely a mystery since being announced back in 2015. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia creator Rob, uh, I can never pronounce his name right, McElhenney, was initially hired to direct the project, but sadly this slowly died on the vine, according to reports. Napoleon Dynamite filmmaker Jared Hess is now set to helm Minecraft, with Dune and Zack Snyder's Justice League star Jason Momoa signing on the lead role in April last year. We know nothing about the plot of Minecraft will involve, but it will somehow adapt the sandbox game developed by Mojang for the big screen. Minecraft is now the best-selling video game in history, suggesting there will be a massive audience for whatever the movie turns out to be, which is good as the Minecraft movie was recently given a release date of April the 4th, 2025.
God, I
I
wonder
mean,
who he's gonna play.
I hope that he has a big part.
I do too. I hope he's. Wouldn't it be great if the movie was narrated by Matt Berry?
Oh,
Oh my God.
do tell us, Jason Momoa, what type of show?
Yeah. Steve, what are you doing?
In this world, you just punch the tree to get wood. You know?
I mean, anything that Matt Berry is involved with, sign me up. So it's
Yeah.
exciting.
Like he
And
wouldn't do it if it's not good.
no,
He
not
read
at
the
all.
script and he's like, okay.
Yeah. Let me lean into this a
Yeah.
bit, you know?
Oh man, what if what if he's the voice of the traders?
Oh my God. Man. Yeah.
He might be
Like,
Steve.
It could be.
He's got brown hair.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. We'll see what comes of it, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time though. The Flash director. Okay, so Flash is coming out right around the corner. Andy Muschietti is talking about the possibility of recasting Ezra Miller for a potential sequel. So Ezra Miller's future as Barry Allen may not yet have been set by James Gunn or Warner Brothers Discovery, but the Flash's director is very clear about what he would do if the decision is up to him. After starring in a long list of scandals in recent years, Miller was criticized by a large portion of the DC fandom and audiences, with many calling for them not to continue playing the Scarlet Speedster and be replaced by Grant Gustin or some other. However, the film's release is just around the corner, and most of the early reviews are praising Miller's performances as Alan. That's probably why Muschietti has no doubt that if he gets to make a sequel to The Flash, he couldn't do it with anyone other than Ezra. This was confirmed by the director on the podcast The Discourse. If a sequel happens, yes, I don't think there's anyone that can play that character as well as they did. The other depictions of the character are great, but this particular version of the character, they just excelled in doing it. And as you said, the two Barrys, it feels like a character that was made for them. Beyond the Flash's box office performance, it's unknown if the character will appear within the new DCU canon anytime soon, especially since no titles related to his story were announced by Gunn or Safran for the first phase of the new franchise titled Gods and Monsters. But whether it's Barry Allen, Wally West, or any other interaction with the Speedster, they are a very important part of the DC mythology, so it is expected that they will appear in the future. I just thought that was kind of interesting that Andy Muschietti came out and he was like, if we make a sequel, which I mean, if this is going to reset everything, how in the hell are they going to do a sequel? You know,
And why is he saying this before the movie comes out?
exactly.
Muschietti.
What it sounds like to me is on this podcast that he was on,
They just
the
asked him.
Discourse.
It
Yeah.
was just
Well-
a hypothetical.
Well, I don't even think it was that. I think basically what they were trying to skirt around was like, due to the recent controversy, but they phrased it in a different way. But more or less,
Sure.
what they were saying is, due to the recent controversies with Ezra Miller, if there was a proposed sequel to happen, would you bring Ezra Miller back? And they phrased it as like, oh, if there was a sequel that was in the pipeline, would you keep the same cast? That was their kind of way of like, letting him-
Sensationalizing that.
yeah, like letting him lead the controversy. That way that they can be like, oh, we just asked him about if he would recast Ezra Miller. We didn't know that he was going to go off on a tangent about him, they, them, you know, like, so, but yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. So, but also Andy Muschietti gets cryptic when asked about directing Batman the Brave and the Bold. So Muschietti will finally make his debut in the superhero genre with The Flash, but it could just be the beginning of the director's career in the world of comic book adaptations, as he could soon be responsible for bringing Batman back to the big screen. James Gunn has been actively working on the future of the DCU since his appointment as co-CEO of DC Studios with Safran, especially now that he has ended his relationship with the MCU with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And while he will be in charge of directing one of the most important projects within the new universe he is building, Superman Legacy, he is also looking for great directors and writers to join the future of the franchise. Considering the good reviews that The Flash is generating, and the very good work that Muschietti has already shown in the adaptation of It, the rumors that the Argentine director will continue working with DC Studios in the coming years are always present, and they're usually related to The Brave and the Bold, the debut of a new Dark Knight in theaters, and the director finally breaks silence about it. During an interview on The Flash's promotional tour, Josh K. Elliott asked Muschietti which version of Batman he would show if he directed the film, and the director's response was more than interesting. I can't speak of that yet. For now, we'll have to wait for the performance of the film starring Ezra Miller so that the relationship between Muschietti and DC Studios can continue on the right track. I mean, he did say, Gunn did say that the Batman that would be involved in the DCU would be like a Batman with the kid as Robin, right? Like, I didn't dream that, right? I think he said that. So, like, The Brave and the Bold would make sense for them to adapt, but I don't know. I like Muschietti a lot. I like his directing style, and I would be interested to see his take on a Batman movie.
Yep, Gunn did say that
Okay.
when he did that video.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind that. I mean, he did a really good job with it of like showing the bride, like the the kids being kids and then the bright side of things, and then also showing the underlying horrors at the same, you know what I mean? So he had a good balance in that movie, and it's kind of hard to pull something like that off, but I felt like he did it very well. So I think that if you translate that into the Batman world, I think that they could pull something like that off, you know?
Yeah. Well, he just directed Batman.
Yeah, I mean, and like
Two of
the
them, right?
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben
exactly.
Affleck.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben Affleck and
You want to get
McKeaton.
nuts?
Yeah, McKeaton. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something
Yeah.
cool, but McKeaton.
So, have you guys heard about some of the cameos that are going to appear?
No, I've been steering clear of them.
Would you
I'm
like
gonna.
to remain?
Spoiler free.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go watch it in theaters. So yeah, I kind of want to experience that in the flesh.
Well, well, it's only one that I've seen, and yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a banger.
I mean, I'm excited for it. Like I said, with what Muschietti's done in the past, and then them having the faith in this dude to do the Flash, which is like it may be the most important DC movie that they release. Like I don't know how they're going to tell the story and everything, but it is ballsy, you know. Like so,
Yeah,
I'm super excited and interested to see how this is going to play itself out.
yeah.
All right, Deadpool 3. So Deadpool 3 rumors suggest MCU and Fox X-Men villains will converge on Reynolds and Jackman's heroes. So Deadpool 3 is potentially going to be one of the biggest Marvel movies in terms of bringing together the old 20th Century Fox X-Men movies and the new MCU world via Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. Naturally, being an X-Men character himself, there have been plenty of connections between Deadpool and the X-Men over the decades in comic book form, and some of those have been seen in previous Deadpool movies through characters like Colossus, Juggernaut, and more. Deadpool 3 is now reportedly about to bring together more than ever before, with new rumors suggesting many old X-Men stars returning along with two very prominent villains. Of course, for now, everything that we hear about Deadpool 3 is to be taken as nothing more than rumors, but that doesn't mean that fans are not already building their hopes on many of these pieces of speculation being true. While that kind of thing has led to plenty of disappointments with movies like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the latest rumors around the Merc with a Mouth's arrival in the MCU have sparked more wild fan theories that we still have to wait a long while to confirm or debunk. The new rumors have been shared many times online since a tweet from Can We Get Some Toast suggested that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will be joined in the movie by his old co stars Halle Berry, I don't know, Jensen and James Marsden reprising their X-Men characters of Storm, Jean Grey, and Cyclops, respectively. This will also this was also followed up with another rumor: a big villain from the old Fox X-Men movies and a villain from the MCU will also be appearing in the movie, further cementing the bridge between old and new Marvel projects. There are two other cast members returning for Deadpool 3, one from Fox X Men movies and one from the MCU. They're villains, and you would never guess who. I'll reveal them in due time because it's far too early, so for now, have fun speculating. So, I mean, it would make sense that they would use this character, like the Deadpool character, to make that bridge happen there, right? Especially with them like kind of leaning into Secret Wars and doing this whole multiverse thing. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's gonna be a Kang situation.
Could be. I have a feeling that if they bring a villain back from the Fox timeline, I have a feeling it's going to be like Sabretooth or something. Or maybe well, they said it would be from the Fox X-Men universe. I was going to say maybe it'd be a different version of him, but I don't know. I just kind of have a feeling that they may bring him back because we haven't seen
It's probably just gonna be Magneto though. That's the safe route.
Yeah, and I get that, but also I feel like Magneto's appearance, if they were to bring the Fox version of Magneto, whether they go with either iteration of that character into the MCU, is to me, at least from my perspective, it's a huge deal. Like, if Magneto shows up, shit is fucked beyond fuck. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes me wonder. It's like, okay, well, if you break it down into like character motivations, what motivations would Magneto have unless like their world that they're leaving is dying and he's trying to figure out a way to get out of that world, this, that, and the other. So I don't know. That's why I was thinking Sabretooth, like maybe a classic X-Men villain in Sabretooth to kind of close out the Hugh Jackman Wolverine story arc that they were working on. And then a newer Deadpool villain from the MCU. I don't know.
Well, what if I mean it could very well even be Riker.
Which would be nuts, right?
Yeah.
Because if they bring Riker over, because at the end of one of them, like they just told him to keep walking, right?
Yeah.
And so he didn't really like there was no death. And if there was a death, it was off screen. So like
Because like well if they brought him over, that would I think help. He could
legitimate
more
mutants, legitimize mutants.
well that and also think of like he could fill the void that we otherwise thought was gonna be inhabited by Ulysses Claw with vibranium and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he could kind of pick up that plot line because that's a big deal in the Black Panther story, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That would be interesting.
And I
There's
feel
some
and I feel like stuff connecting to Black Panther is something that Coogler's gonna need to consider, you know, as he continues to make them, you know.
nah, dude. They're gonna kill every villain that they give Black Panther off in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Give me a freaking break, dude. All right, Charlie Cox. Dot 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 dot. Charlie Cox says Daredevil's return has been really weird. I don't know what this is, but I thought that headline was funny.
He probably
Um,
doesn't like this version of the character.
he says Cox is playing Matt Murdock again after the character's return in the MCU. With the experience has admittedly been rather strange for the actor. Previously, Cox starred as Matt Murdock in 3 seasons of Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix. Character has since returned in the film Spider-Man: No Way Home and the Disney Plus series She-Hulk. After Vincent D'Onofrio also reprised his role from Daredevil as Wilson Fisk in Hawkeye, it was announced that he would be joining Cox in their own Disney Plus series Daredevil Born Again. Per comicbook.com, Cox and D'Onofrio were present at ICC Con in Nashville, Tennessee, speaking at a panel. Cox addressed the weird feeling that comes with returning to that role. He goes on to tease how this version of Matt Murdock might be a variant from the one in the Netflix series, but either way, he's going through a lot and would be much more experienced than when he was starring in Daredevil. As Cox explains, it was really weird, and I'm older, and so therefore he's older. So I think it was important for that to be part of it. I don't know necessarily what I mean by that, but he's been through more. He's been through everything in some way, in some world, in some variant. He's been through what we've seen or not. What I mean, is he dropping a hint?
I mean,
I'm older, so therefore he's older. So I think it was important for that to be a part of it. I don't know necessarily what I mean by that, but he's been through more. He's been through everything in some way, in some world, in some variant. He's been through what we've seen or not.
What?
I mean, that'd be good I mean, it would be good misdirection.
He wouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, he downright says it. So I mean,
It's just,
Nah.
yeah.
well,
Well, and
it could
it's
be, it could be interesting that his version of Daredevil, I don't know, somehow got pulled over here. You know, maybe mid fight with one of the villains from, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
what
yeah.
if he's the Daredevil? And this is just theorizing now. But what if they could write him into being from one of the universes we've already seen on screen? So what if he's either from, like, because it would make Multiverse of Madness more enjoyable, knowing that some of those universes is where certain characters we're going to see in the future. Like, you know, they turn that into like, oh, that's where the seed was planted, y'all. That type of bullshit. But like, say he's from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe, just the Daredevil we never got to see.
Well, and here's this is the way that I'm reading it. I'm
Or the
reading it
Amazing One, you know.
I'm reading it as like, what if he is one of the only characters in the MCU that just like has experienced in some weird multiversal way. He has experienced what all the other Daredevils have experienced. Like he's tuned into it to that degree where it's like, okay, you know, the Daredevil in the Netflix series, like I didn't do that. I didn't live through all that, but at the same time I did.
Yeah.
And then like another version of Daredevil that's not him, he experienced that and lived through that. Like what if like whenever he's dreaming or however they decide to like, you know, make that caveat is like he's experienced it but not in the MCU world.
Well, I mean, you know, they're going to obviously start planning plot points that are going to get paid off in Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And what if he's the herald of whatever's coming? But like for the sake of the show, he's dealing with Wilson Fisk, and it's just a good old tried and true Daredevil story. But like part of his weird psychology when he's like his alone moments when he's thinking and all that kind of crap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What if he's like, what the heck is going on with me? Like why I'm, you know,
Yeah.
and what if he's just some exception that they can shoehorn in where he's somehow, you know how like how in House of M, Spider-Man survived the like he's the one that remembered everything.
Yes. Yeah.
What if they apply that to Daredevil?
Yeah. That would be that's kind
Like
of what I was thinking there.
he's the
Yeah.
one that remembers all the universes and stuff. Like he's, you know,
Yeah. I don't dislike that idea by any stretch because like think about his
I mean
master quest.
it's a stretch, you know.
Well, I mean, they said that Barenthal's coming back over as Punisher, and he's going to be in the Daredevil series as well, but it's going to be a different version of Punisher. D'Onofrio is going to be playing a different version of Kingpin. What if like his master quest is like he's got to get the Defenders together? Like he remembers that he was part of a team, you know, and that's his thing is like him trying to get the Defenders together or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Or that was
What
his
if,
way of saying it's not the same Daredevil from the show,
Yeah, I mean that could
like
be
the
it.
others.
Yeah. Dot
Which
dot
is
dot
like,
dot.
it's like, yeah,
what
we
if
know the other one didn't bang the She-Hulk.
Yeah.
it would be interesting if that ends up like if there's a new, you know, group of defenders and they have to take on the Thunderbolts.
I could see that.
That
That
could
would be
be I mean, as the MCU's quote unquote Civil War 2, which wouldn't tell anything like the actual comic, but just take the name. But it's two groups of heroes fighting.
right. So speaking of the Thunderbolts, Marvel shuts down production on Thunderbolts and more amid writer's strike. So the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike has now resulted in Marvel Studios pressing pause on several major productions, including the upcoming ensemble movie Thunderbolts. Team Up outing was due to begin filming next month in Atlanta, but Deadline has revealed that the crew have now been notified that production will not continue until the strike has ended. Alongside Thunderbolts, the studio has also decided to stop production on the upcoming television series Wonder Man, starring Aquaman's Yaha Abdul Mateen II as an actor who gained superpowers. Much like Thunderbolts, Wonder Man was expected to begin shooting next month in Los Angeles and will commence production when the strike comes to an end. Both Marvel projects joined the Blade reboot production on which was halted earlier this month. Of course, with Marvel being the major franchise that it is, several projects have already begun filming, including Deadpool 3. But this has come with its own issues. It has now been revealed that known improviser Ryan Reynolds will not be able to quip as much as he'd like due to the actor being credited as a writer on the project and therefore obligated not to adjust any lines of dialogue. What the fuck? The 2023.
That's what? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. But like, no, that's on the spot though. He can do that. He's
Yeah,
gonna do that. He's gonna do that and say he didn't.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, I understand that, like, it would be a writing credit to him, but like in like in Step Brothers, was Will Ferrell and John C. Riley credited as writers on that movie? I mean,
Maybe
90%,
because they
90% of it.
freestyled. Yeah,
Well, 90% of it was ad lib.
yeah,
Like,
they
it was just
improv.
them dicking around, and like Anchorman. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of movies where this has happened, and whenever you see written by, you'll see like, Adam McKay and whoever, with Step Brothers. So like, I never really looked at it that way. Like, I don't know, ad libbing and like adding to it in that way is, I don't know, like,
It's different
is
than sitting down and writing it.
exactly. It's whatever comes to you in the moment. It's not
Yeah,
traditional writing, like by any
they
stretch
are
of the
credited as
imagination.
writers though,
Okay.
both of them.
Well, I
Now
guess that,
I'm sure they had something to do with the script, but there were other people in the room.
yeah.
Dude, there's no way somebody wrote "Stay Golden, Pony Boy."
No.
She just said that
No. Yeah,
shit, and then
she just
hacked her leg and pissed.
Yeah, no.
She should be a writer.
Yes. I don't know, man. And if that's the case, then like film all the action sequences. He can go back in later when he's got the mask on and ad lib into a microphone, and they can just, in
Yeah,
it,
do your
use the
Hollywood magic.
voiceover. Yeah, like, that's insane, dude. And I don't know. I guess maybe that's what they're doing. Like, it would make sense to me if I'm heading Daredevil and it's like, well, you can't ad lib as much because of insert this reason here. It's like, well, let's go ahead and get all the mass sequences done. Let's get, because Hugh Jackman's probably going to play the straight guy the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to be ad libbing anywhere near as much as Reynolds is going to. So let's get the action sequences done. Let's get all the mass sequences done, and then we'll come back to like this, unmasked Daredevil stuff, this unmasked Wade Wilson later. That's crazy. Is there a certain thresh? It said that he will not be able to quip as much as he'd like due to the actor being credited. So is there a threshold? You only get like 3 quips a day? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's weird, man. That's super weird.
I wonder if it's like depending on how long he goes on for. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can quit for like 1 or 2 lines, but you can't go for like a minute and a half, you know?
Yeah. I mean, some of those movies, like Anchorman, they released a whole separate cut of just ad lib shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So last up here, Feige confirms RDJ almost played Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four. So Robert Downey Jr. has become synonymous with the Iron Man character after bringing the character to life in the MCU, but he may have gotten his first Marvel role a few years beforehand. In commemoration of the 15th anniversary of Iron Man, producer Kevin Feige and director Jon Favreau reflected on the casting of RDJ as Tony Stark in a new video from Marvel Entertainment. It was during this conversation that it was subtly confirmed that Downey had been up for the role of the supervillain Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie released in 2005. While he didn't get the role, being up for it indirectly led to his casting in Iron Man. I remember that Robert had come in for a general role on it, and I remember you had already met him for Doctor Doom or something on another project. I think he had come through maybe on Fantastic Four, Favreau asked. Right, Feige responded, confirming as much. The role of Doctor Doom went to Julian McMahon, whatever, in Fantastic Four, but Downey has apparently made an impression. Downey had apparently made an impression on Feige. When it came time to casting Iron Man, Feige still had Downey's headshots in his office, and that had led to Favreau discussing with him the possibility of putting the actor into the role of Tony Stark. So everybody sort of knew who he was. And I remember sitting down with the guy and I was like, geez, he's just got it. He's got that spark in him, in his eyes, and he's ready, Favreau recalls. And that's when we were in your office and we were pointing to his headshot and saying, we've got to try to figure this out. Who doesn't know in 2008? Who doesn't know who Robert Downey? Did they not watch Kiss Kiss
RDJ.
Bang Bang? Yeah, exactly. Like, did they not watch anything that he was in
Yeah.
prior to?
Look at you.
Yeah, playing with dude. He should have got it based off of that performance
Yeah.
alone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Should have been a sequel.
Swallow the man gravy. I would love a sequel to that movie now.
No, man, that's a one and done, dude.
I
Well,
mean,
that ship has sailed, though.
I know.
They'd be very awful brave.
Well, the way that they do it is like they get the cast back together for to recall everything
Yeah.
that happened. Talk
They're
about
making a documentary about it, about the movie.
yes, and he's
And
like,
then that turns into a shit show.
well, he's like overly apologetic.
Yeah.
Of
Well, not
playing,
it-
I was going through some things at the time, you know.
yeah,
I
exactly.
just got
Yeah.
a long stint in rehab, you know.
Well, not even that. I would argue Tropic Thunder is a bit of a filter film because if that movie pisses you off, you didn't get the joke
Yeah.
at all.
He was making
Yeah.
fun of actors.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that would have been interesting to see Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
It
What if
would
he
have.
comes back? What if they're hinting at something?
No.
They
Dude, he's
bring him
Iron
back,
Man.
but they bring like Tony Stark in another reality becomes Doctor Doom.
Oh, and they got to kill him again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, we just lost you.
Yeah.
It's like, this time you want him to die, though. I'd still
Yeah,
like him.
Yeah, I would
He's
too.
he's
yeah.
a Chris Pratt, dude. He's just likable.
Yeah.
Good actor.
It would be cool to have seen it twisted that way, where like he survives the snap instead of dying. It just fucks him up really bad,
Yeah.
and because of the radiation, he's got to wear a suit and all this shit. And voila, Doctor Doom. Add a few more fucking clever twists or something.
A few more tropes in there.
Yeah, shit them in your hand, smear them on a piece of paper.
I can do that. But yeah, that's all the movie news, man.
To add to what you were talking about real quick, it's 33% of the script. If you write 33% of a script, you got to get a credit.
That's why she didn't get a credit for Pony Boy. She wasn't in 33%
Yeah.
of the movie.
That's what it says. It's like ad libbing a line we wouldn't be anywhere near it. Then it says
Yeah.
this. It's like there would be lines on a page that would just say Robin Williams ad libs, and he didn't get a writing credit.
Because they
Here's what that tells me. Not Matt Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds about his money.
Yeah.
He is a businessman. He does own a football team that he's going to the big leagues with.
Yeah, I saw that they got
won.
bumped up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for
They
them.
got promoted. I was like,
Him
you
and
get a
dude-
promotion in football?
Him and dude from It's Always Sunny
Yeah.
out there doing the Lord's work with some footy ball.
They sing the It's Always Sunny theme song at the football games.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
They're very happy.
Oh, I'm
'Cause they've
sure.
had I don't know if it's like 30 years. They had a dry spell.
I mean, it wasn't like Bama in the 90s, was it? Roll Tide.
What was it, Mike Dubose?
Yeah, it was
Was that
a
the guy?
rough- I blocked out that entire decade. Oh God. We got some pretty good looking trailers here though.
We got a few.
Oh, we finally get the Barbie trailer? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm excited about that Barbie movie. Like
Yeah,
I'm more
more than I should be.
Yeah, I'm way more excited for that than
I said that
ever
to
should
someone the
be.
other day, and I heard myself say it. I was like, I can't wait to watch that Barbie movie. It was like,
Wait a minute.
I'm like, let me show you the trailer.
Yeah. You show them the one of the
For
2001.
sure.
Yeah, it's like, do you not get it? They're like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, you uncultured swine.
Yeah, we'll just watch The Voice.
Yeah, yeah. What's the Oh God. Burden of proof.
Says HBO, but it's Max.
Oh, okay.
I
They
don't know
keep
what that's
changing.
about.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's Showtime.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't fucking know, dude.
is it?
I mean, it may
One way to
be.
know is to go look at the. Nah, it's HBO. They got other
So-
shows from HBO. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a weed. I got it
I'm
ready. Y'all
ready for
ready?
it. Yeah, yeah.
All right. You ready, Trav?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Never
1,
be.
play.
Beast of burden.
Oh. This isn't a movie. What?
Wow.
How do we know you didn't kill her? This story is going to be huge. Damn. And made a fucking documentary about it, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
That's on HBO. Well, it's a lot of scenes of him walking
Yeah.
with his head down. What's his sister, dude? What if he did it?
What if she's not dead? I kind of want to watch it. I feel like I will end up watching it. You know.
Yeah. Well, hey, you can recommend it.
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far with it because
Well,
every
if you had
time
to
I
watch one.
well, I mean, every time I
Yeah,
recommend
it's
it,
always a better idea if it's.
I'll just accidentally cue the trailer.
Yeah, what's this?
Yeah, this is bad.
All right, now this is going to be a movie.
Hidden
pretty
Strike. Oh yeah,
sure.
yeah. So this is Cena and Chan, right? Jackie Chan.
I think this is going to be a good duo.
I think it will be. Who's going to be playing the straight guy?
Jackie Chan.
You think so?
Yeah,
All right.
maybe.
It's hard to tell, you know. But
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Damn. How does he look like Jet Li?
I know, right?
He's got to be in his 60s.
If not older.
Damn. '69. Mad Max. It looks pretty personal. I'd say skeleton. Looks like it was shot on a green screen.
Yeah, like everything looks
Yeah.
screen.
Like none of that looks real.
Family.
Why does John Cena look so small?
I don't
Y'all
know.
notice that?
Was this part of John Cena's apology?
I don't know. It may be. It was supposed to. I looked at the IMDb to see what it was filmed because I was like, "What happened to this?" Maybe they just the way they film it, they don't shoot up. Because
Yeah.
next to Jackie, it'd be like, "Come on,
Yeah.
bring out that fucking fruit box." But it was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone and Jackie Chan.
What happened?
Creed got in the way,
Okay.
so it has been a while,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. I would say so, yeah. I mean, it looks anyway, never mind. They either they're holding all the best bits for the movie
Yeah.
or you know
they
what I
just put
mean?
them all in there.
I mean, there was some okay
Yeah,
left.
it wasn't no rush hour.
No, not at
for
all.
sure.
Or Shanghai Noon,
Ah,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Wow. you got the oh no, that's not the same wow. Oh, whenever I see that, I always think that it's wow.
It will be.
I'm a Virgo.
I
Well,
just
I'm not a
see that
Virgo.
there's a giant in here, and it's got Walton Goggins in it. So,
I mean, let's do it.
all right, 3, 2, 1, play. Damn. That's Day Day.
Boots Riley.
What a strange idea for a movie.
Yeah, right.
Where the fuck is Walton Goggins? Oh, there he is. So there's like superheroes in this world. Shit, you could have had a scholarship.
Yeah, right.
Look at this motherfucker.
The series.
What did he call himself?
I don't
What
know.
was that line? Wow.
Giantism, dude. All right,
And
here's
we're
the bar.
demonetized. Nah.
Yay. I'm
Fucking-
excited about this
yeah.
Barbie trailer for real.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Something bad's gonna happen. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day can't be the best day. Up. Oh. Damn.
Oh. I mean, I'm still excited for it.
Will Ferrell's like, get that Barbie.
Yeah. Well, you don't rest until she's back at the box.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
what?
hot showbiz, man. You know?
Yeah. Talking about boxes and stuff over here, you know? Hijack.
One of these days, Apple TV is going to turn their comments on.
Yeah. And we're going to flood them.
I'm going to talk mad shit. I'm going to leave a comment and mention every movie we've seen. The trailer.
Yeah. I would just leave one comment. I would say if Steve was here, he'd leave comments on
Yep.
and just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He could handle the truth.
He's like, I
Maybe.
welcome the truth.
Yeah. But yeah,
Wonder what this
hijack.
is about. All right. 3, 2, 1, play. I bet it's a Russian. We've moved on. Nah, dude. It's going to be the ultimate terrorist.
Yeah.
Chad.
At least it's not a cow.
They shot the other pilot. There was blood. Dude, Idris is just doing these movies, ain't he?
Yeah.
The Beast movie. Fucking Brits on a plane. He's got a particular set of skills. He's going to deliver it. And I love my family.
This took a turn.
Yeah. I thought he was going to fight him. He is.
Okay. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. I like Idris a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Idris Elba. We got these blokes on this plane.
Well, at least they didn't do like an Earth, Wind, and Fire remix.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Think about it.
yeah,
You know how they remix those songs?
yeah.
You're sitting there watching that, and it's like all drawn out, and it's like, do you remember? September. Anyway,
For some reason, I just had the idea. What if Idris Elba was Indiana Jones?
oh,
I would be okay with that.
yeah.
For sure.
If he's not
Work.
busy playing James Bond,
Yeah.
but he'll probably be like, I'll do them both.
I kind of hope Cavill becomes Bond.
That would be cool. I'm sure he could pencil it in between his D&D sessions. Y'all remember this trailer?
No.
where she's got to bang the boy,
Oh yeah, where she's
which
banging
is
the
kind of
underage kid.
whoa,
Yeah.
you know.
Based on a
I
true
didn't know
story
Harvey
though.
was out, you know.
Yeah. He moved to Sony. That's why comments were just oh no, that's Apple.
No, they're
Fuck.
wrong.
All right. I don't know.
But we got red, but that trailer was funny.
Yeah.
She's like, "That's my cousin," and he's all rubbing on her. Second cousin. All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Red band. You could bang this kid,
Yeah.
or you could just start an OnlyFans. I mean,
Wow.
so he's in high school.
I think he's graduating from high school, right?
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's a little bit.
I mean,
I tell you, like it's people will be like, you know, but if it was the other way around,
yeah.
we need you to bang our daughter. What?
Yeah. What the fuck? They cast Danny McBride as the guy. I'll bang her so fucking good,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
That bitch out here.
yeah.
Y'all want to watch?
Damn it, Carol. It's like, whoa.
April. I've been watching. He's funny. Just
He's
kidding.
got
It's
his
on
back.
me.
Yeah.
Damn.
A24.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
What the fuck?
I think he's the director. He's starring in his own movie. Malkovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alejandro, there's the director. Why is she dressed like she's out of the 80s?
I don't know. It looks interesting.
There's something going on there. Sheldon gets his papers.
Yeah.
Look at this mother liquor.
Seems like an interesting take on the horrible immigration policies our country has.
Yeah, it was wild when it was like, the board's not going to hear your case. And she just disappeared. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Gone.
I'm like, I don't think it works
Definite,
like that.
definitely got some like a critique of that going on.
All right.
Tony Todd,
Devil Row? Devil
that's
Row?
his new movie.
Devil Rex? I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. You need some new friends. Damn, your bloodline? So it's the South's version of Candyman.
Yeah.
The Lua. Hmm.
That that dude has looked the same for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's aged a day. Am I the only one excited for this Michael Cera movie?
Yep.
Heard it.
He's coming back.
How long into the trailer do you think that we'll get before we get awkward Michael
Oh,
Cera?
right out the gate, dude. He's going to be alone and be socially awkward.
Yeah.
Just him sitting in there with himself. He sees himself in
Yeah.
his mirror and he's like, hey,
Oh god.
what's the
I
other
didn't
dude?
know-
Eisenberg. He's like, Eisenberg's had his run. I'm coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they
It's my
both do the
time to
nervous
shine.
energy fucking.
Yeah.
I'd say Eisenberg has it down even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see.
But I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. The adults. That's the chick from D&D movie.
Yeah.
Played the witch. It's gonna be real big with the Juno crowd.
Yeah.
What's happening? Ooh. Oh, he's gambling. No. I think I'm good on Michael Cera for a while.
You don't want to put it in the check it out.
Mm-mm.
It's got a beating heart, dude.
Yeah.
That's what.
Dude,
That's
I
what
mean,
the things.
I felt like the threads of my shirt was trying to rearrange itself
Yeah.
into a cardigan.
Whoa, that was. What's up? I think I'm more at the pass.
It's got a beating heart.
Yeah. It had a beating drum during that trailer for sure.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I was waiting with that music. I was waiting for someone to go. Now you're local on the 8s.
Yeah. It did sound like weather music. Top of the hour. All right.
We might as well be dead.
3, 2, 1, play. Let's have some decent comments.
German.
Ada.
Yeah. Ada.
What?
What's Michael Cera again?
What's happening? I feel like I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
Some crazy shots.
The use of the ambient stuff, man.
For real. What the
I
fuck?
kind of want to watch. I kind of want to watch that. Yeah, put that and check this out.
You're like, what's happening there?
Throw that on the like. I feel like it's a dramatic like equilibrium. Like they're suppressing individuality. Like when they were yanking that dude, and he's like, "Hey, I'm a poet. Like there's nothing wrong with me," you know.
Well, this is the synopsis. This came out in 2022. A tower block on the edge of a forest. People hoping to join the building's community as it is one of the last bastions of civilization in a world that has fallen apart.
That sounds cool.
I'm interested.
Yeah. All right.
We got another foreign film.
Aloners.
It's kind of like The Honeymooners, but alone.
Yeah. I'm down.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
They just Zoom call from opposite ends of the house.
Mm-hmm.
What? Titty karaoke? Oh.
Mm.
Doot, 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 doot. This is too real.
Yeah.
It's a documentary. God.
That movie looks sad as fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
it does.
It looks depressing, yeah.
I can't remember what country, if it was Japan, Korea, but you know, they got those people that they just stay in their apartments, then they go in there when they die. And
Otakus.
yeah, that shit's wild, man.
Just hermits, man. That's what it is.
Well, like, you know, man, if I lived in a city of that size, I don't know if I'd go out a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
imagine if I lived like right in the middle of New York, I don't think I'd be man about town.
Yeah. No.
Come in, lock the door. It's dangerous out there.
It looks like it's deserving of its awards, though. Like it
Yeah.
looks. I've watched films in that same vein, and they hit hard.
The hardest of the hits. It doesn't look as good as that Michael Cera movie, though.
Well, I mean, like Adam said, that movie, like movies that
Too
are
real.
almost too real.
Yeah.
Like there is not like every bit of that movie can play out, you know, in real life.
Now,
Yeah.
that movie had a heartbeat.
It was almost too real. The
It wasn't
heartbeat.
rocking Peach Fuzz.
No. You mean Pube Beard?
You know what's not going to be too real?
I mean,
Dude, this is the first time I've seen this. When I click on the quality thing, it says 1080p premium enhanced bitrate. Oh, you got to have Are they gonna start doing that? Motherfuckers.
What is ambient mode? Oh, I don't have the ambient. Okay, never mind.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
This is too real already.
No, dude, this is kicking Scott Pilgrim's dick in the dirt, Griffin.
Look, he's got a
Don't know what the
bullhorn
fuck
so
you
they can
on.
hear it. So he's a cop. Just wait. The subtitles.
Raja.
Damn.
He's gonna kick all their asses.
Everybody's ass while holding.
holding
Look,
that
he's
goat.
petting it. He's Ace Ventura, dude. He's Wace.
It looks like Charlton
Look, he's petting
Copley.
it. Damn. Right here, dude. Look at that shit. Come on. Huh? Not enough?
Just based off of that scene, I want to watch that.
He's like Dr. Doolittle.
He's like, we got a complaint. That's fucking funny, dude.
The way that head swirled across the ground.
Can't make this
Oh,
shit up,
man.
man. Like,
No,
that shit got made. And it's on Netflix India. Firing the VPN
mean-
up.
yeah, for real, right?
Oh my god.
What that guy
Well,
says
yeah.
the first time I ever seen a cop holding a
A tiger
A
holding
tiger
a lamb.
holding a lamb. Yeah,
June Wick.
yeah, boy, I'm excited, man.
It's time.
So I've watched the first John Wick a couple of times. Like I've got it on Blu-ray. I bought it on
Mhm.
Blu-ray Black Friday, you know. So I pop it in whenever I want a good little action flick going down. But I'm excited to watch it and then talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm shreddy.
Hell yeah. Fucking come back next week and fucking wet your wig.
Yeah.
The chick's in the mail.